Attorney Jonathan Elson, reminding you that if you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important to have somebody on your side. When you need a lawyer,
then you need Nelson.
Nye County Justice of the Peace and former Las Vegas City Councilwoman Michele Fiore is currently on trial, accused of diverting funds from her city council campaign. This trial is expected to continue for 2.5 weeks. The trial commenced this week with jury selection, opening statements, and the first witness testimonies on Wednesday, September 25th. Federal prosecutor Alexander Gottfried presented the prosecution case, alleging that Fiore exploited the memories of fallen soldiers for her personal gain. Fiore is facing 6 counts of wire fraud and 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Fiore, who under the Declaration of Human Rights, Article 11, is innocent until proven guilty. On Wednesday's proceedings, there was 6 witnesses, and the 4th witness was FBI Special Agent Douglas Smith. He was the team lead who served a search warrant for Fiore's house for a fraud investigation on July 27, 2021. Fiore's defense attorney, Michael Sampt, countered the FBI's investigation, saying that it was neither thorough nor impartial. When asked about the FBI search, Fiore explained that the FBI did not search her home. They raided, looted, and robbed it. Earlier this month, the U.S. District Court filed an omnibus motion in limine, saying, here, certain categories of evidence that the defendant may seek to introduce at trial do not bear on her guilt or innocence, but instead would only serve to encourage the jury to nullify, making them irrelevant and likely to confuse the issues and mislead the jury. Fiore's defense attorney, Michael Sampt, submitted a response saying that this is further compounded by the government's deliberate failure to provide any documentation in over 90,000 pages of discovery, including recordings that would substantiate or justify the classification of a public official, with no preceding criminal behavior, a domestic terrorist, and subsequently increasing Ms. Fiore's band level from a 1 to a 2 as described infra. Accordingly, Ms. Fiore is entitled to present a complete defense as guaranteed by the 4th and 6th Amendments of the United States Constitution. Michael Sampt continues to say, it is believed that this classification occurred after her involvement with the Bundy Ranch family. Ergo, but for the Bundy ranching incident, Ms. Fiore would not have been subject to that classification of a domestic terrorist. According to prosecutors, Fiore misread the government's threat banding, which they said correlates to the type of investigation that is unrelated to the level of threat, if any, an individual may pose. There will be no reference to Fiore as a domestic terrorist in the government's case in chief. Prosecutors add that Fiore's connection to the Bundy standoff has nothing to do with her current case. Fiore is innocent until proven guilty. Fiore and is awaiting a response. News 25 will keep you updated on this developing story.